We have talked quite a bit about camera gear on this channel, from the most affordable entry-level disposable film camera to the most current and exciting digital ones as well. However, photography and filmmaking gear is not everything. In fact, I find it to be about half of the process. The other half comes from you, your mindset, your disposition, and commitment as well. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Jorge, welcome. On this channel we merge creativity and productivity to try to live a more fulfilling life. On a previous video we talked about motivation, how I stay motivated and consistent with my photography, and you can watch it right here. Lately I've been receiving lots of comments here on YouTube but also my website as well, people asking where to start, what to do after you actually get a camera, what style of photography to choose, and things like that. This is something that everyone experiences when they're starting out, including myself. So here's 5 tips that I want to share to everybody starting their journey and getting serious with photography. These are just my example and experiences, render into examples and tips. Things that I wanted to know when I was starting out and things that could potentially help other people as well. Let's get started. I've talked about this in a previous video and you can watch it right here. But basically, there are things that we can control and things that are beyond our control. And luckily for us, time is both. We don't really have full control of time, we have a finite amount and every single human being will run out of time eventually. But we do have control of time in our everyday lives. The small things that we choose to do or not to do every day. This book really helped me see things from a different perspective. Make Time, How to Focus on What Matters Every Day by Jake Knapp and John Saratsky. In their book, they write, "Something magic happens when you start the day with one high priority goal. In this case, your goal is to actually practice your craft, to start doing and get better at it, to go out there and take photos or start brainstorming cool video ideas and shoot the videos as well. You might be younger with no responsibilities and no dependents and lots of time, or you might have a 9 to 5 with kids and pets and family and a significant other to attend to as well. Whatever the case may be, you have to make time for your craft. It's the only way to improve, it's the only way to get where you want to be." Like I mentioned before, some of you have reached out and asked me questions like, I want to take photos but I don't know what to take photos of. Or I want to start making YouTube videos or filming videos in general, but I don't know what to make videos of as well. I knew from the beginning that I wanted to do street photography because of my connection to cinema, and that is what speaks to me as well. However, I had years of experience in other fields and did a lot of self-exploring as well, and that is how I arrived at that conclusion. This is a personal topic. I cannot tell you what to focus on. This decision comes from within, really. So you shouldn't let people tell you what to do or how to live your life. However, what I can recommend is that you try absolutely everything. Try multiple things, see what inspires you, see what makes you happy, and you can go from there. Think about it like this. If you're forced to pay money to enter a gallery, or go to a museum, or go to the cinema, what photos would you like to see there? What type of art grabs your attention? What films speak to you? That will very quickly point you in the right direction. Try taking portrait photos of your family, try attending a local event and doing some event photography, try to see if your friends are getting married and take some free photos for them just for the sake of it. The point is to try different things and see what happens. Take a stroll down your city, see if any landmarks or moments or people stand out. Do they speak to you? Do you want to share that with others? That's a good place to start looking. Not only that, but try different equipment, try different cameras. Not all cameras feel the same. Not all cameras are a joy to use, and like it or not, that will impact your experience as well. And doing this will provide enough data and experiences to play the elimination game. Perhaps you don't know yet what you love, however, you will get to know fairly quickly what you hate. And not doing what you hate is a win in my opinion. When you're starting out, it's a lot more important to focus on quantity over quality. At the beginning of your journey, you'll be tempted to work on a single piece, photo, or video forever. And I get it. You want to make it the best that it can possibly be, right? However, you don't have enough data or experience to know if it's good or not. You haven't done it enough yet. It's not second nature yet. The only way to get more experience and hone your skills is by doing it over and over and over again. I found the book Art and Fear by David Bales and Ted Orland. This book explains one of my favorite parables about creative work. A ceramics teacher divides his class into two groups. Group A will focus solely on the quantity of the work they produce, and Group B would focus solely on its quality. After 30 days, their work would be graded on a neutral scale and compared to the opposite group as well. Therefore, Group A has to make a ceramic pot every single day for 30 days, and Group B would use those 30 days to make a single ceramic pot, but the best they can possibly make it. At the end of the 30 days, the highest grades were from Group A. The first 10 to 20 days were mediocre at best, but the last 5 to 3 days, the pots were incredible. Group A had tried and failed so many times that have enough data and experience to know how to improve and how to get better. So don't get too worried about your first couple images. Should I do street photography or portraits? Should I do color or black and white? Should I do JPEG or RAW? Should I do any crops or just leave it as is? And yes, I have strong preferences and opinions on each of those aspects of photography, but only because I made enough ceramic pots to have enough data and understand what works, what doesn't work for me, what's fulfilling, what makes me happy, and make my own decisions. Consistency is the most important thing in any craft. You may think that some people are just naturally talented, and that is the reason why they exceed at whatever they're trying to do. And perhaps some of that is true. However, the reason why they got somewhere and they achieved something is because they did not give up. Newton's third law: you gotta leave something behind. You cannot expect good results, improvement, and getting where you want to be in your craft without leaving your amateur and beginner side behind you. You might be a parent with 3 kids and pets and a 9 to 5, and you're only able to commit to your craft 2 hours every week. That's fine. There is nothing wrong with that. Don't force yourself, don't overdo it, don't burn yourself. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Just be consistent and don't give up, and eventually you'll get there. It might take a little longer than some other people, but you'll get there. And last but not least, you really need to learn the basics and the technical aspects of your craft. The exposure triangle, how to expose correctly, how to shoot in manual mode, what focusing method works best for your style of photography, or what metering method you feel more comfortable with, etc. All of these things are very important, and I made several videos about each of these topics as well, like exposing correctly, shooting in manual mode, and setting up several Fuji cameras as well. Links in the description down below. So, these are some of the tips that would have helped me get started, and hopefully it can help other people getting started as well. As always, I am curious to know, what do you think? Did you agree with any of these tips? Do they matter to you? Do they speak to you? Share your thoughts in a comment down below. But that is it for today's video. If you found this video helpful or valuable, please like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and join my free newsletter as well. Thank you very much for watching, for giving me your time and your energy, and good luck with your creative process.